This might be the last day that I ride this trike, actually, because I'll have the big one to ride. So I'm gonna enjoy this final cruise with the trike on here. Runaway trike. Hey, what happened to your hand? One thing about this area, they really like their cobblestone. Cobblestone is beautiful, but it doesn't make for the best cycling surface, which is why you want a full suspension trike. I'm getting a full suspension trike. It'll make that cobblestone a lot more smooth, that's for sure. All right, on to AZUB, and we're gonna figure it out from there. This commute is one of the best. I mean, what a nice commute into work. I like looking forward to it. Some commutes I've had in my life, I have not really looked forward to, but also, I haven't had a lot of commutes in my life. I've often been my own boss for a lot of things, but I have had a lot of jobs as well. Maybe I'm glad they weren't commutes like this. I would have stayed there longer and ended up working a 9 to 5 for my whole life. Even since I've been here, I can see the wheat has grown quite a bit. The tips of it have sort of had that white wheat flare, you know, like what is that, the chaff or whatever? And it's shifted from like a nice solid green to like a lime green or a pastel green. So I'm sitting at my desk here at AZUB. This is my little workstation, and this is the frame of the trike. We were supposed to go to the titanium factory, but instead what we're going to do is we're going to polish this material, which is something that's relatively quick. It can be done in-house. So tomorrow we're actually going to go to where they put together the titanium suspension, and we're also going to visit the paint factory, which is pretty cool. Now I want to see if they can do metallic yellow, because they have this metallic coating that's really, really nice. So that I'm hoping that they have the same metallic. I didn't see metallic yellow, but they had metallic purple and some other metallic colors. And I'm like, oh, that would be pretty neat if you could do metallic yellow. So we'll see about that. But yeah, today we're going to be doing the polishing of the frame. I'm here at the office editing. I think it's a beautiful day. Every day is a beautiful day. In China, there was many times that I wanted to do projects outside, and I'm like, the weather's not that good. Some places in America the same way. China's a big country. There's certainly, like if you went out to Kunming or something like that, you could have beautiful days like this. But in Ningbo, certain seasons, you're just overcast or rainy for a lot of the time. But it's like every day is nice, and I'm like, I should go out and make a video review of a trike, or I should go out and do a video about this project or this thing. So I think I'll probably work a little bit here, and then head out and see if I can get some other things done. Cool. My mess, a total mess. Okay, so we fabricated the frames yesterday. Now we're gonna polish the frames. Is that the sound I hear, the polishing right now?
Yes.
Okay, this is Nick. He works here at AZUB, and he just finished polishing the rough spots out of my frame, right? The next process is gonna be sandblasting, but for now, he was looking over. You were looking for like little scratches, maybe some little things, imperfections that you could buff out, and then you were buffing out these guys. These are the titanium leaf springs that are going to make up the front suspension of the TiFLY. These are awesome. I'm really excited to see how these are going to work on the TiFLY. So, thanks, man. He's like, do I stand here? Or do I, what do I do? If you haven't watched a previous episode, these leaf springs are really, really special in the industry. And they're titanium, which means they're flexible, but also will not break. And they're cut to a certain pattern to allow for these things to like flex. And when I'm underweight, the thing will sort of flex slightly, not much, and it'll always come back to its original shape. As a matter of fact, they've tested this to like bend it like 1,000,000 times or something like that, and it has yet to bend. They were actually, Hansa was telling me that they were trying some different materials and in the past, and what they found was that some of these would deform, and you know, it would sort of form like a little U shape, but the titanium material, it stays its original shape over time. So there's actually two components. There's a top piece and then the bottom piece. So this will sit underneath, and then this will sit on top, and then the thing will like rock. You'll see it when you've seen it on some of the other trikes here. It's pretty cool. This is where they store all of their like raw frame and rack components. I really kind of like that, like that aluminum, you know, brushed aluminum look. Probably be hard to keep it. You could probably put like a clear lacquer on it and like just keep that look. That would be pretty cool.
Okay. So colors. There is no chance to have any metallic or glitter or whatever. Definitely not that fast. You would need to know that quite some time ahead.
Oh.
So yellow.
Yeah, I guess so. Yellow.
I'm sorry, but
yeah. All right. But not the neon yellow.
No, yellow.
You know, yellow.
Yellow.
Like the Ortlieb yellow.
The Ortlieb yellow.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the best visible.
Yeah. With the black boom, black rack, you know, that's fine.
Black boom, black rack.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can you do the black as the stealth black?
It is still kind of not really shiny black.
Okay.
If you look
yeah,
at the
I think I've seen your standard black is kind of matted.
So
you have pants on there. I was a little nervous because he was okay. Yeah. So Milan just came in and he had a container of yellow powder paint, and he said we can add a little bit of metallic. So we were gonna go flat. I would like metallic. We can do a little metallic on that yellow, so that's pretty cool. So we're gonna go to the paint facility tomorrow morning first, right? And then
no,
second. Paint is second.
Afternoon.
Oh, okay.
So we do titanium.
Titanium first.
Titanium first. Pizza here at AZUB with the team, and then painting.
Titanium, pizza, painting.
Yeah.
So I don't need the frame. I can leave the frame here.
Yes.
Because we'll do the painting later. I could do that. If I had to carry that, there'd be no way I could. Okay. We were thinking of names for the trike. Now the Tiger Duck was endowed on the trike by HP, but we're with AZUB now. We got to move on from that. We got to pick up a new name. Pumpelishka.
Pumpelishka is Dandelion.
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 Ooh, I don't want to be named Dandelion. I don't want to be. It's got to be a little stronger than that. Pumpelishka.
And that's the other yellow is
a cartoon character.
Cartoon character, Czech one, but
that would be funny because the Tiger Duck was a cartoon character.
But you don't want to be a bee or riding on a bee like this one. I think it's like dandelion. Pretty close.
That's pretty funny. What's that name? Oh, that's Pampelion.
No, that's Včelka Maja.
Včelka Maja. VC is Včelka Maja. Učení páni zkušení,
You know, that's our childhood.
Yeah.
And he was basically the most famous Czech singer for 40 years, maybe.
Most Americans have no idea what it would be, so it wouldn't really matter. It would only matter to my friends here, you know? I don't know. If we could think of something other, that would be fine too. All right, guys. So we have a bit of a predicament. So I want to be able to fly the trike back to the United States with me. I want to be able to carry it on the plane with me. It's big, it's bulky, and my first flight is Ryanair, and my intercontinental flight is WestJet. So I'll go from Vienna to Dublin, and then Dublin to Calgary, and Calgary to Portland. And it's a fairly long process. I'll have to take the trike off at one point in Dublin and then recheck it. And Ryanair is like a budget airline, so you have to pay extra for everything. And I'm a little bit nervous on weight and size and all this stuff. Otherwise, you could ship it ocean freight, or not ocean freight, but you could ship it air freight and from here and have it arrive in Portland or Detroit, depending on where I want it. It depends on how long it takes to get there. It'd be nice to walk off the plane and have that trike, take it right to the van and start thinking about how to work that thing into the ecosystem of the van. I don't want to get caught at the airport and find out it's no go. The other thing that is kind of funny is that if you declare it as a mobility device, you can actually take it for free. It is similar to a wheelchair, and a lot of people with disabilities do use these things. It's a little bit of a white lie, I guess, but they have to take it for free at that point in time, no matter what it is, wheelchair or a trike or whatever. Maybe I could do it like that, and then they would just put it in the hold of the plane. Because once I get through Ryanair, WestJet's pretty easy. It's just a couple of $100, and I can put it on the plane. Okay, we're wrapping up another day. It seems like there's been some changes. I thought I was going to be doing the titanium today, but it turned out we're doing polishing today. Tomorrow we'll take the frame and we'll do the painting in the afternoon. In the morning we'll go to the titanium manufacturer, the company that makes these bad boys, and so we'll check those out. Anytime somebody does something good for me, like I always want to repay that debt, you know. I want to be able to say that, you know, their investment in me paid off, and I'm hoping that I can accomplish that with the amount of videos that I plan to make while I'm here, and also the videos that I make, you know, when I get back. You know, it's kind of a big investment for their company to help me out with this trike, and I appreciate it, you know, I really do. And I'm excited. The previous company that supplied me the Tiger Duck, I don't want to talk ill of them at all, but I would have really loved to have had a bit more of a two-way street with regards to, you know, hey, can you make a video like this? Or maybe I can help you with this project, and more of like a partnership. And I feel like that's what AZUB is giving me, and I don't want to spoil that. I don't want to spoil that, you know, because that's pretty cool. I've been looking for a company like this for a long time. You know, somebody that's going to invest in me as much as I'm going to invest in them. And I just got to make sure I invest in them. So, anyways, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to get on the trike, and maybe we'll continue this conversation on the way back to the hotel. Before I go, though, I wanted to show you something that was very interesting in the decision that I made to go with AZUB. And it's this. This bad boy is a hinge. This is a hinge mechanism for the folding mechanism for the trike. And this is a completely separate component made out of hardened aluminum. And so you could see here that this is the bracket that when you bend over the lever, it locks down. And once this is locked down, actually, it's not locked down fully. Yeah, once it's locked down fully, this thing is solid. The cool thing about this, and the thing that I like about the idea behind this, is that this is a completely separate piece. If my hinge goes bad, I can get another one of these and via these posts just replace it. It's extremely robust. It's extremely strong. It's a little heavy, and so that's a bit of a drawback. But you can look at this and you can say this was engineered in like to the nth degree. And if you followed me when I was on my trike and I was riding across Asia, my hinge would always squeak. And the hinge itself on the previous trike was like frame to frame, and there was a little hinge in between that would bend. But once that frame started to torque on itself, because I'm a big guy and I'd sit in that chair and it would sort of torque, it started making noise. And there was no way to fix it because it was actually part of the frame. But with AZUB here, you can actually, you know, interchange the hinge. Now, I mean, it's just a single component of the whole build, but it's just indicative of the mindset of this company and how they go about engineering their products. Once you replace this, if you had like sort of a problem with the hinge, you replace this, you're good as gold. You know, this is going to solve your problem. Anyways, I had him pull that because I want to make a little video about it as part of my video series about the trike. But today we went ahead and polished the material here. Pretty cool. It's going to be painted tomorrow. We're gonna go with a metallic yellow body component. It's going to have a matted black boom. It's not going to be like completely metallic yellow, but it'll be slightly metallicized. Then it'll have the suspension made out of the titanium. It'll have this color, and then it'll have these red anodized accents that will be working in conjunction with the suspension. It's gonna be pretty neat. I was thinking of different colors, like maybe white to match the van, and I don't know, I kind of like yellow, so we're gonna stick with yellow, black and yellow with some red. It's actually gonna be a lot of colors: black, yellow, red, and titanium, like a gray. Pretty. Anyways, talk to you later. Back on the trike. I think we'll be riding this trike for one more day, and then tomorrow I think the big one, the one which will be the one that they're building for me, I'll be able to test ride. It won't be the exact same because the one that I'll be test riding is actually electric. It has an electric motor on it, which I'm not too excited about. I mean, I'm excited about trying an electric trike, very much so, and a big trike like that, electrified, is cool. But I really want to get a feel for the actual trike that I will end up having, you know? But it's okay, because they're gonna build the trike that will be my trike. I mean, it'll be done pretty soon, actually. And then I will be able to ride it with Hansa on a trip into Slovakia. And then into Slovakia, I'll be able to kind of understand it. And if I really want to change something, like reduce the size of the two front tires to 20 as opposed to 26, I can do that. What do you think of the blue? The blue's kind of cool. You know what? It's crazy. The sky's like dark blue, like storm. I could feel it in the air. It's a little cooler, and it's making me realize that we haven't had like overcast sky since I've been here. Maybe once or twice, but for the most part, it's been really beautiful. Let's get back to the hotel. I'm gonna grab some food at the restaurant, fill up my belly. Look at that house. That's a compound. That's a main house. It's got a satellite dish, but it's like an extension house, a garage, little gate, and then a big gate. Clay tiles. It's a nice looking house. I wonder what the story is behind that place. The satellite dish, I mean, is sort of revealing that there's probably somebody in there living. These are my dude capris from North Face. I got these in Kathmandu just before I climbed Everest, and they are just super nice, lightweight, really, well, not super durable quality, but they've lasted long enough. They're certainly a knockoff North Face, but everything in Kathmandu on that street is knockoff. They have this soup here. It's called garlic soup. It's really good. I got garlic soup and I got chicken breast stuffed with mozzarella. Sounds good? I'm sure it's good. Thank you. I'm not 100% sure if you're supposed to put this many croutons in there, but I like it. It's sort of like French onion soup with a big crouton on the top. They make good food here. Really good. Ordinarily I have a beer with dinner, but I have a lot of videos to edit, so I'm going to lay off the alcohol. Take it easy, guys. Like, subscribe, share. I hope you're enjoying this trip so far. I sure am. We're just getting started. A lot more to come. Later.